Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. We're on the defending spawn of Ghost Town Assault, and I think there's no engine, so I'm going to have to restart this replay just to make sure we have the engine noises. That's better. We've got the engines this time. And the countdown is proceeding. Well, this game has talon1958, and as I mentioned in the previous video, he's in competition with Angelina75, his partner, and well, the best person, the best replay of the weekend or the week will get the lie-in at the weekend. The other person has to look after their boy Remy, who's very interested in these videos. He loves watching them, and I'm glad he does, actually, because it's pretty stimulating. He certainly enjoys watching his mum and his dad playing on the screen. Okay, well, Talon has gone to the aim and he's now looking for an enemy target to shoot at. He's got the stock gun, the 15cm, which is the same gun as on the Gorilla, which has got a very high trajectory, but it's very accurate because you can get precise shots. As you can see, you can actually fire behind obstacles as well, rocks or certain things like that if they happen to be in the way. The amount of damage is 480 alpha, and he can't hit that AMX 12 ton because he's just outside the maximum range of this gun at the moment. It does have a shorter range, but it's very effective. And it's also got a quicker reload as well. Standard reload, 25.31 seconds. You can see that Talon's managed to get it all the way down to 19.91? I think it's 19.91. Rounds out. Just misses the Panzer IV Aslains H. And there's a KD1 in there too. And it's got the derp gun. And he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that derp. Yeah, it's the 105mm derp gun on that tank. He's now trying to dial in on the spot where the KV1 was last seen, but I think he's moved. And now he's selecting another target. This time around he's going for the T-52 up on top of the hill. Now he did change position. He might be able to get a shot on that Wolverine, but he's actually fired a shot in and directly hit the T-52, who went unspotted, but he definitely hit him because there was no explosion when that shell went in. Okay, now next target is a Chi-He Tier 4 Japanese. See if he can hit that little medium. It's got very thin armour, should be able to penetrate this one. Direct hit! Wipes him out! Fantastic shot. Oh, there is the Panzer IV Aslains H with the 3 marks. We saw him poke through the bush and he got spotted. Talon's waiting for the shell to load before he can hit him. He should be able to pen him. Rounds out. Direct hit. 225. He didn't pen, but he certainly did a lot of damage. And I don't think that Panzer IV will actually like what's happened. He's moving over to the right to get behind this mound, so the Panzer IV can't get a direct shot on him. So he's got 1 kill now, and he's after another one. The cruiser Mark IV. And we just spotted the enemy Gorilla, but he's outside our range, so we can't hit him. Rounds out the cruiser. Oh, and another kill. A direct hit on the cruiser for 376. That was definitely a penetrating shot. Changing position. Yes, Talon is actually the guy who's been teaching Angelina all his tricks. And it's mostly about actually really good gameplay, because you see Talon likes to dial in on his target, get really tight reticules before he fires, and that way you get a direct hit. And look at that, perfect direct hit. 195 didn't kill him, but it actually made him terribly vulnerable. Took him down to a 1 shot and made him easy for the next person who hit him to get the kill. Talon also has a number of badges on the side of his vehicle showing that he's actually quite an expert, as much as Angelina is. He can't hit those guys because they're hiding behind buildings and there's a red line on them, so can't hit them at the moment. Oh, and they've just lost that Panzer IV Aslains H, the good player, got taken out by the Excelsior. Now it looks like one of the enemy, a T-52, crashed. He must have lost a lot of hit points. Tried to jump off a cliff and crashed down below. I think that was the one that Talon hit earlier. In fact, the enemy's now down to just 3 vehicles, and I think they're going to lose this assault game. They've got to capture the capital, kill all of Talon's team within 10 minutes, and now they're down to 2 vehicles. 1 vehicle, they've only got the Arty left, and that's the M44, and I think Talon's now going to go Arty hunting. Yeah, his gun's up, he's happy. 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of that howitzer. This is a two replay video, rather, I should say. He's found the M44, but he's just out of range, so he's actually moving while he was aiming, and the M44 has been killed, so that is the end of the first game. Here's the end of battle results for the first game, and that was the second class tanker for talon1958 in the Hummel. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9, and his win rate for the battle was 2,655, but he didn't get any awards, I'm afraid, and he got a lower class badge than Angelina did. So he's going to have to go again and see if he can get a better result with his next game. Let's have a look at team score first. Well, he got the highest damage in the game, actually, funnily enough, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, so he didn't end up with a high caliber. He got 1,440. The next highest player was the T-3485 with 1,102, and the third highest player was the KV-1 on the enemy team with 1,092 hit points. When it came to kills, it was the Panzer 38 nur 8, the Panzer 38 NA, got an All-X medal in the Pescucci's, and he picked up 4 kills. 3 kills went to the KV-1 on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to Talon, the Crusader, the Excelsior, who also picked up a steel wall, and the Panzer Selbstfeuerfette 4B, the other Arty on his team. When it came to base XP, he's actually in 3rd place overall, because the Panzer 38 nur 8 managed to get 838 hit points, 635, I think it's 36, check my glasses again, 635 base experience points, and 585 went to Talon. So let's have a look at detail. He only fired 7 rounds in the game, but he got 4 direct hits and 2 penetrations on the enemy. Yeah, that's what you get when you get terribly accurate, and Talon is renowned for being accurate, and that's why he gets such good damage. 4 splash on the enemy as well. Damage of 1,440 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 6 of the enemy, killed 2, did 71 hit points of stun assist off 4 stuns. He didn't get much in the way of assistance, but he certainly got a lot of good damage. He earned 32,688 credits from the battle, 65,000 for completing a mission, 97,688 altogether, and after ammunition resupply, and again just standard ammo, so it's very cheap, 94,153 credits profit. That's a good one. 877 base times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,755 experience points altogether. So the first battle is good, but it's not as good as Angelina's. She managed to get a higher classification, and she got a Confederate medal, and Talon didn't pick up any medals at all other than the bruiser. Let's have a look at his second game. And the second game is on the Paris map, and he's on the Western Spawn. Okay, where's Talon going to go with this Arty? Remember, he's got the short howitzer, which means he can hit targets which are hiding behind cover, and it means that he can probably loop some of the shells over the buildings at the enemy. And this could be very interesting for instructional for other players, to see exactly where he can aim using his Hummel with the short howitzer. Well, look at that, he can get shots on that Tiger P near the enemy cap area, and now he's aiming for the confrontation area. And we did see a Panzer 43 Turk coming into view. Out on the field, we can see a Super Hellcat, and he's actually dialing in on that guy to put a round into him. He might hit this guy. Well, he hit something because there was no explosion. So I rather get the feeling that either the Super Hellcat got hit or the AMX 1357. If he takes takes another look at the Super Hellcat or the AMX. We'll work out which one it was. He fires at the T-3485M, and he gets a direct hit on him as well, even though he was unspotted at the time. Okay, at the confrontation point, we can just get a shot into that Leo. He's dialing in. He might get to do some serious damage to that guy, but he pulls back just in time to avoid most of the damage. 142 hit points of splash. It tracked him as well. It might also tell that Leo that he can't stay there, because if he does, he's going to get splashed by artillery rounds every now and then. Talon's going to go for another shot. Now normally I'd say look overhead to see exactly where the fall of shot is, and that's where you can place the shell to actually splash somebody hiding behind a building. I think that looks about right for me. Now, we just saw the enemy lost the Hellcats and the T-150, and Talon's now dialing in on the enemy over here. It looks like the Super Hellcat did lose some hit points, but so did the AMX 1357. That might be down to Talon. Rounds out. Yes, he does get hit this time. 231, and he's gone. So he picks up the damage assist off that one. No sign of that Leo. He's just having a quick check just in case the guy pops out again. In the meantime, we've got a budgie who's hiding in a bush, and there's also a T-150 nearby. He's going to go for the budgie. Thinner armor. Rounds out. Well, even though he got warning that a shell was on the way in, it didn't prevent him getting damaged, and he got the damage assist off that one as well. The T-150, he's not happy. He pulled back a bit. Rounds out. Lands next to him for 72. He's stunned. Okay, this could be fun because that AMX 1357, very thin armor, but he's actually pulling back. He's done the right thing because that Cromwell sitting on the opposite side. Oh, and he just got killed as well by the enemy Jackson. So we're 3 up on the enemy at the moment. I can hear some destruction going on. I think somebody went through one of those fences. But if we go back to the bridge, we can see there's a SU-100 being attacked by Super Hellcat. Yes, stay away from the pointy end. Stay away from the pointy end. That's it. Keep going around him. Rounds out. Lovely hit. Now he's a one-shot for the Super Hellcat. And he's gone. Nice work. Bit of teamwork there. AMX 1357's come back because he's feeling all a little more confident now that the Cromwell's gone. But it's not going to stop him from getting hit. And here we've got an E75, E25, who was right in the town centre. But that's not going to stop him getting hit by Talon if he can fire the round in time. Unfortunately, I think that one missed. I go back to the AMX 1357 and that's exactly what he's doing. I'm pretty sure that guy's still there. The E25 is setting up for an ambush, so Talon can hit him instead. Rounds out. Direct hit, 173, hit the top of him. You can see what the mark is, and he's gone, so that's stun assist. 657 stun assist off that one. He's racking up the score. 1,000 actual damage, 1,500 of assist. The enemy's now falling like a pack of cards. There's only 5 enemies left. There's a 4 tank difference. We know that the enemy Arty are probably on the other side of this battlefield here. The AMX 1357's come back to help, but I'm not sure what help he's going to be when he's facing these opponents. The AMX AC-46 just killed our Digmax though. And the OI just got taken out by the same guy. Talon fires a round in. It lands where he was, but not where he is. Okay, the T-3485M is being attacked. We're going to go for the M44. He can loop this shell over the buildings. It's a very difficult shot, but he can do it. Rounds out. Oh, he killed him stone dead. That's an unspotted M44. Rather, it was spotted, but it went unspotted, and he still managed to take him out with a blind shot. Just goes to show how good Talon is. He takes the chance occasionally with a blind shot, and it works. And there's only one enemy left. It's the AMX AC-46. And Talon's now hunting a tank destroyer. He needs to get closer to get accurate shots. And the guy's hiding from artillery shells. He's going to sit behind that wall until somebody forces him out of that position. And here comes the M4A3E2, the Sherman Jumbo. Looks like that AMX is going around there trying to take him out. And he's got him. But our AMX AC-46 is also moving in. Talon's moving into a supporting position. If he can get into the right spot, he should be able to lob shells down on that guy. I would have gone down the other road that he was near. You still loop shells over the top, but he's actually decided to go for the enemy cap area. And the AC-46 is actually coming up there, which means he might be in view of the enemy. If he'd taken the other route, he would have been safe. But I think he's taking a risk here that the enemy won't see him. And now he's going to the aim. There you go. Dial it in. Get ready. Yes, he gets a hit. 99. He looks like he used his first aid kit to get rid of the stun straight away. And he has been spotted. The AMX AC-46 is starting to fire in his direction. This is where we need the Jagdpanther to do his bit. Oh, he just got hit. Now, can you get the kill? Yes! Wins the game with his last shot. Yet another enjoyable battle by talon1958, and this one was an ace tanker game in the Hummel. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14, and he got a Confederate medal and a win rate of 3,922. I think that Angelina's going to be looking after Remy at the weekend, and Talon's going to be taking in a nice rest, sleeping in, because he won the competition on this particular week. At least I think he did. He'll probably confirm whether he did or he didn't. Let's have a look at team score and see where he was. He didn't get the highest damage in the game, no. That went to the OI, who managed 2,964 hit points, picked up a high caliber. The second highest damage went to Talon. He got 2,044, and of course he picked up a Confederate. And the third highest damage in the game actually went to that AMX AC-46, the one he killed right at the end. That guy got a Top Gun for getting 6 kills and 2,030 hit points, but he couldn't stop Talon taking him out right at the end. The AMX 1357 picked up a patrol duty in that game because he did a lot of spotting. When it came to kills, it was that AMX AC-46. He was very good, actually. Got 6 kills, quite a lot of damage. 4 kills went to the OI, 3 kills went to the AMX 1357 on Talon's team, and Talon picked up 2 kills out of that one, alongside the P-43 Turd, the Super Hellcat, and the E-25 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it was the OI who did the best with 1,274. Of course, he got the highest damage in the game. 1,183 went to Talon, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base. The third highest player in the game was on ace base was the AMX 1357 on his own team with 881. He fired 14 rounds in this game, got 7 direct hits and 2 penetrations on the enemy, 10 splash. Damage of 2,044 hit points, of which 1,909 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 39 hit points of damage assistance, plus 1,411 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. He earned 59,786, or is that 766? I have to put my glasses on yet again. It's 766 hit points of damage from the actual battle, 65,000 for mission completion, 124,766 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply took away 117,696 credits altogether. Very good score. 1,774 XP times 5 for the first victory on this occasion, 8,872 experience points altogether. That's a good score as well. So, yes, he did get 2 penetrations on the enemy in this game, and I suspect One of the penetrations was probably the M44. Yes, I'm right about that. Was the E25 another one? Or was it the SU100? No, neither of those actually got penetrated. So was it that Super Hellcat? No, even though he took him for a lot of hit points, I'm finding it difficult to work out which one he actually hit and penned. It's not showing. Where are you? There you are. It's the T-3485M. That was one of the blind shots. He did 443 hit points, which is a high roll on this particular howitzer. So, yes, that was one of the blind shots he played earlier in the game. So, very well done to Talon. He certainly won the contest as far as I'm concerned. That was certainly appeared to be the best replay out of these games, showing the Hummel. I'm not sure if he actually does take into account the other games they play, like the 212A or the GW Panther. We've got a couple of replays coming up in a couple of videos showing Angelina and Talon taking contest against each other in those arties, and it's interesting to compare their technique. They both seem to be doing exactly the same, dialing in on the target before they fire to make sure they get accurate hits. But you can see that Talon's got a real talent for it, and that's why he gets those direct hits and takes out those enemy tanks with one shot. Very, very well done indeed. I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, please do let other people know that we've got a second channel, a sister channel called The General, where you can watch replays without any commentary whatsoever to spoil it. And they're usually fantastic games. Thanks for watching.